Welcome back to Seduce Me with Jacqui and Isabel, and we're just about to eat dinner for the first time with our 5 incubi.
Our 5 boyfriends.
Well, I wish.
No,
I wish.
stop. Stop.
Sorry.
I got this.
Little boys will always make mistakes.
Aww, poor Matthew.
Yeah, my little sweetie.
Matthew looked at James in disbelief, probably for siding with Erik, and he annoyingly swiveled back to Erik to confront him.
Yeah.
I'm not a little boy. I'm barely a year younger than you.
Yeah. So there, punk.
Well, you certainly don't act
Yeah,
like
he
it.
definitely doesn't.
Yeah, not really.
I would not have. Ha, you guys are so funny.
I really couldn't help but laugh. Matthew seemed very much like a kid. He was adorable. However, I couldn't help but feel like in a way he was much more mature than the others, especially Erik.
Emotionally, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Is something funny?
Yeah, you guys are amusing to
Yeah,
me.
you're cute.
No, it's nothing at all. Thank you for the meal, all of you.
Oh. You're welcome, miss.
Please don't call me Miss. Just call me Buttercup. Wait, we haven't even told them our name yet.
No, we have not.
Such a well-mannered young lady. Beautiful inside and out.
Thanks,
Aw.
bruh.
Thanks, Erik.
Bruh.
Erik, knock it off.
In agreement with Matthew, Sam cocked his head and glared at Erik.
Very pouty.
Seriously, you're getting really annoying with that suck-up act.
It was obviously that Sam was the bad boy of the group. You couldn't figure that out like at the very beginning. I mean, look at his ripped stuff.
Look at his shirt.
Yeah.
Ripped on the bottom. That means he's bad.
Yep. He had this big, tough act, and it was obviously he was physically stronger than the rest of the guys. But was there more to him than that?
Of
Course.
I'm just trying to be a gentleman. The young girl has already gone through so much.
I have.
She
It's
deserves
been
a
a
good treatment.
bad week.
Yep.
There's a difference between being a gentleman and being an obnoxious flirt.
I don't really mind it.
So all
for the
the
most part.
okay. All these guys are brothers, but they all seem to like fucking hate each other.
Okay,
In a way.
honestly, if you were stuck with the same 5 people for like 1,000 years or whatever, I think you would start to sort of get on each other's nerves too.
It's the different personalities thing again.
Yeah, but siblings can be different personalities.
Siblings.
Schooled even by James. You're gonna
Right,
need some
they are
cold
like
water
brothers,
for that
right?
Burn.
Am I just making that up? Or is that's like... Right?
They introduce themselves as brothers, but they don't look like brothers.
Well, that's okay.
I mean, like, all of them have different eye colors. That's not
okay.
possible.
Shh. It's okay. It's not important.
That was out of line.
Aw, look at all these cuties.
So cute.
By the way, I don't believe we caught your name even though you know each of us.
I'm Buttercup, aka Mrs. James.
It's a pleasure to finally know your name.
Stop!
Okay, stop.
Okay.
To be fair to both of us, we shouldn't pursue either James or Erik.
No! Those are the only 2 I want. I don't care about the rest of them. We can go for Erik or James on my own.
I don't want to go for James.
We can go for Erik.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm fine with that. I like both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a nice name.
Thanks.
They were all comfortable around me, despite the awkward situation we were in. It was as if it were natural to be around humans. I guess that was just how incubi worked.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of require humans
Just a little bit.
to bang.
Just
you
a
know.
little bit. But I was still curious about one thing. Are any of you virgins?
I don't think she's not a straight white boy, so that's not gonna be her question. Excuse me.
Why are you saying excuse me? This is your house.
She has a question to ask them.
All at once they looked at me. I didn't know why, but having all of them look at me made me feel kind of important. Like a queen or something. Well, you're queen of their hearts.
Aww.
What is it, miss?
Call me Buttercup. I wanted to thank you for the food, but I still want to know why you all came here. I feel like I don't quite understand.
Understand? Yeah, like being told that a bunch of incubi randomly appearing in your house was perfectly understandable.
Oh, how do we explain?
Well, you could start at square one. That's usually the best place.
We were attacked. We came here to heal. What's so difficult to understand?
Okay, untwist your panties and stop being a jerk.
He seems more like a boxer briefs kind of guy.
Well, unwedgify the wedgie you have and calm down. Okay, bro?
Wait. I want to guess what kind of
Are
underwear
you
each of
serious?
them wear.
Oh,
Yes! It'll be fun. Okay,
oh.
so Sam is boxer briefs.
Okay.
Come on, this is
I actually see him as more of a boxers guy.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Damien is tidy whities. So is Matthew.
Yeah.
The other two are boxer briefs. That's my take on it. Oh.
Well, let's see. Yeah, Sam's probably boxers. Damien's, I would either say tidy whities or boxer briefs. James is boxer briefs. Matthew is tidy whities, 100%. And Erik, I don't know. I think he might be wearing maybe a man thong.
Oh my god! Okay, I suppose that's an option. Don't know why he would.
Now you're just being rude, Sam.
That's true. Eric's right, Sam. You're being rude.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. How is that difficult to understand?
Well, who were you attacked by? Why? Yeah, why? No, I mean, what specifically happened?
Your mom.
Well, you see, we've been traveling around for quite some time now. Just recently we came into town, but we were jumped by this band of misfits.
Succubus.
So, in order to escape and heal, we came here for shelter. Again, we apologize for the mess we made.
Battles to
cool.
the death.
It's fine, I
succubi.
guess. No. I imagine they would be on the same team, honestly. Team up. Help each other get laid. So you're all better now, right? Well, I don't think that's what happens.
Yep, all thanks to you.
I didn't do anything. Huh? Me?
You see, beautiful, we feed on sexual energy. But we don't just get it
Sexual?
from kissing lovely ladies such as yourself. We can simply touch someone's hand to obtain sexual energy. Everyone carries sexual energy, you know.
I was still in shock about their powers. It wasn't just kissing that gave them power. It was anything physical. No wonder I was out for a while.
Wait, but she didn't, touch everybody. Well, she did.
She did. She's touched all of them.
Even Matthew?
Yeah.
When?
Didn't you see the picture? When he was, unveiling the thing.
Yeah, but
she was
they
holding
were
his arm.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, she was.
She's a very touchy young woman.
These incubi intrigued me, but at the same time, I could almost hear a warning siren going off in my head.
Yeah, if this weren't a visual novel, Otome Delio, I would say, probably leave. Don't hang out with them anymore, but since this is a visual novel, Otome Delio, just, go on ahead.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Are any of you trying to bang me?
Who has the biggest penis?
Jacqui! Well, what do you all plan to do now?
Yeah, what are we gonna do now, James?
Yeah, James.
That is a very good question. We just got here, and surely we'll be hunted again if we leave.
Well, okay, what's safe about this place? Did Buttercup's grandpa work with, like, I don't, like, anti-demon stuff or something? Or is it just because they, like, are in secret or something?
We can take him easily.
Sam, honey.
He spreads beans around the property.
What?
Nothing.
Not without more training, Sam. The result of that was clearly
Okay.
evident in our last encounter with them.
Yeah, you guys almost got killed.
Beans keep away demons.
Oh. It's your turn.
At that moment, I didn't know what came over me, but I suddenly felt sorry for them.
Aww.
They couldn't
Aw.
possibly survive out there if they didn't know it was illegal to break into people's homes. I would think if they've been around this long, they know.
Yeah, I feel like they knew it was illegal.
They probably didn't know a bunch of other stuff. They probably would cause chaos all over town.
Yeah, everything would shut down because they'd be walking around kissing people and everyone would just be like, oh, my.
Pretty much.
Because there's 5 attractive dudes.
Or, on the flip side, they could be taken in for questioning and be poked and prodded like lab frogs for research. That was even worse.
I imagine they could get their way out of that, Buttercup.
Probably. But most of all, they reminded me of back then. I was standing alone. The entire classroom was filled with laughter and chatter, but I stood in the midst of it, quiet and alone.
Oh, poor Buttercup.
It was strange seeing the whole world pass in front of me with such vibrancy, all the while I stood there. On the plus side, I wasn't engaged in any of the drama that might have arose, like scribbling on someone's paper for revenge or kicking someone too hard. It was kind of nice just standing back and watching things pass by and life go on.
Kind of sad, too.
I had long before convinced myself that I preferred being alone. I often said to myself in encouragement, yeah, I want to be alone. There's no one I like better than me, so I ought to spend more time with myself.
Lies. She's lying to herself to make herself feel better.
I like spending time with myself.
But she's lying to herself.
But there was a certain bitterness that, coupled with being alone, made me feel so sad. There was a difference between being alone and lonely. I just didn't realize it at that moment.
Poor Buttercup.
And even after that moment, my father, my mother, there was no one to turn to. I was so lonely.
Oh, your mom seems pretty nice, Buttercup.
And that's when I decided on it right then. I was going to see my grandfather. I didn't care if my father wouldn't take me. I was going to walk all my way over there and see what he had to say about it.
Aww.
Before that, I had never seen him before. What better time to see him then?
Wow, really?
If no one else was going to help me with what I was feeling, I might as well have turned to him. So after school, I decided to walk there. I had no idea how to get there, and I was armed with only a scrap of paper with the address scribbled on it. As a 7-year-old, I obviously had great ideas.
Very... yes.
I soon became lost, and like I always did when I felt lost, I just stood there on the sidewalk, back pressed up against the wall and eyes looking at the strangers passing by.
Well, I hope you don't get kidnapped.
And like always, people continued to pass by, and life continued to go on.
As it does.
I was sadder than ever. I had ended up in the situation I was originally in. Nothing had changed. I thought that I was silly for even thinking that I could change things with my own hands. And that was until a voice brought me back to reality.
Hun, is that you?
Aww.
Aww. I looked up and saw an unfamiliar face. It was obviously that whoever was talking to me knew who I was.
Yeah, it's your grandpa.
And from that moment, things began to change. Life began moving its rusty joints, and I realized that things were moving along.
Yay!
Suddenly, I had become part of the crowd that moved like a blur past me, and no longer someone who stood still and watched others hurry past me. Life had changed. I had changed.
Woo!
Because the very person who found me that day was my grandfather. I had the opportunity to help them, though would I?
Would she?
Would she? I guess we'll find out in the next episode. This has been another episode of Seduce Me, and we'll catch you next time.